Why use solar power? Some great reasons. Water runs dark, trees are dying, and the air we breathe gets thicker and thinner by the moment. There are several solutions to these problems, but oddly, the source that got the whole thing going may actually be the answer to solving the poor choices made for the planet. Solar power got the entire process going, and may be the solution to getting it back on track. In its intentional use, solar power gave us heat and light. As evolution worked its magic, solar power was not an alternative source of power, it was the source of power as it warmed the earth and moved the air. Now, our modern technology has evolved to a point where we can once again use solar power to warm and move our air. But why should we use solar power when the same planet that gave us the sun gave us the coal to accomplish the same task? There are many reasons, and most of them are of the kind that people can identify with. They are self-serving and entirely hedonistic. Solar leads to cost savings. All one has to do these days is open up an electric and heat bill to see how much it costs to heat and light your home. Solar power is a great way to just about eliminate the costs associated with lighting and heating your home. For those that are using solar-powered heating and lighting equipment today, there is little if any cost associated with heating and lighting their homes. Yes, there is an upfront cost to installing these units, but payback times through cost savings and tax credits are getting shorter and shorter due to better technology and awareness. These current users report that they actually make money from using solar power systems just by paying a little closer attention to how they use the power that they have. For the most part, they indicate that a 30-second glance at backup batteries for peace of mind is all the extra time required to start saving money. Moneymaker. Some may say that peace of mind doesn't go very far when it comes to a series of cloudy days. Batteries, they say, can run out or get low. From all reports, however, cloudy day issues, in a majority of the world's climates, are not an issue. In fact, a majority of users find that they have an excess of electricity that ends up just going to waste. Or so most people once thought. Although the entire US is not quite there yet, most states require that utilities buy back excess power generated from those desiring to remain on the power grid. Although it may sound a bit odd, solar power users find that their electric meters actually run backward quite a bit of the time when solar power systems are in use. God forbid there were a few weeks of nothing but clouds and cold, but if there are, the owner is free to use the power that they sold back to the utility. Pass the home front, add a water wheel and a windmill, and you have a nice little income generator with the electric utility paying you. Off the grid. There is a certain segment of the population that just does not want to be connected to the grid, as the Power and Information Society calls it. For these people, solar power is a great option. Solar units are fairly low cost and getting lower cost every day. They can also withstand a 1-inch hailstone traveling at 50 miles per hour. For survivalists or even for a farmer that needs to irrigate his crops in the middle of nowhere, solar is the way to go. Develop a new technology. Man at his basic is a curious being. What if? Is always being thought about, whether it's just a casual thought during the day or figuring out how to get to Mars. Advancing technology is just who man is. Using solar may satisfy our current environmental issues, but it also satisfies our intellectual needs. If solar power isn't used, it won't advance, and our need to know won't be satisfied. Intellectually, solar is a great idea. Leave the world a better place. Throughout time, man has found a way to screw up the planet in one way or another. Most of the time, man has screwed up because of ignorance or with good intentions. Using solar at the moment appears to be one of those good intentions. It may end up being a bad thing 200 years down the road, but for now, it may be one of the only ways to leave the world a little better than when we got here.
For more content like this, please visit learnforfree.biz.
Content produced and distributed by AllSuperInfo. All rights reserved.
Discover the proven formula for automated sales and success that you can apply to your business in under 30 minutes.
Reserve your seat at allsuper.info/webinar.